Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to another movie review. Well, should I say another revisit movie review? And of course, I can see I shaved, but just point that out. But for this revisit movie review, today is March 26th, and it's a film, of course. If it was for a film that came out on March 26th, that came out in 2010. Of course, I already did this movie review, right? But I'm just doing a quick little revisit though. And that is How to Train Your Dragon. And for those of this is this is the deluxe Dragon Collection DVD right here. When I did my original movie review, it was a different DVD. Had a picture of Hiccup and riding on Toothless. I got rid of the DVD. I sold the DVD though, but because I got this because it looks this is like a special edition of How to Train Your Dragon. So why not get this special edition? What is this collector is a deluxe Dragon collection. The first disc, of course, contains the movie and has some special features as well. And disc 2 contains how to find your dragon, and also How to Train Your Dragon: The Live Spectacular World Tour sneak peek. So, which is when it's they made How to Train Your Dragon into a live play, with the real animatronic dragons, and portrayals of the film, Also contains the Book of Dragons and the Legend of the Bone Napper Dragon, which I have it on another disc, but still. But it's fair. But I figure this is a good looking, the on the second disc of the sneak peek of the play, of How to Train Your Dragon, looks pretty cool. Using the look of how they made the dragons, animatronic puppets for the play, looks really good. So yeah, I just figured out why I get this, because it's as the original poster, for the cover on the DVD cover. So, but it's a good DVD. So yeah, but I'm gonna not explain everything like I explained in my movie reviews, but I'll just keep it brief though, cause I watched it earlier today, cause cause it came out today, 5 years ago. I can't believe it's been 5 years since How to Train Your Dragon came out back in 2010. I can't believe that, cause I love How to Train Your Dragon. I just can't believe it's been 5 years since this came out. Unbelievable. And also tomorrow, which is March 27th, which I'm gonna go see. The newest DreamWorks animated film called Home comes out, but not only that though, because March 27th is also another DreamWorks animated film came out. It's another film that I love, and it's right behind me. Also, Monsters vs. Aliens. So I'm gonna watch that tomorrow as well, because I always like to watch films on the years that since they've been on the days they've been released, In which, of course, this will be 6 years since Monsters vs. Aliens came out, So I'm gonna be watching that tomorrow. For everyone who loves Monsters vs. Aliens as well as I do, So yeah. But How to Train Your Dragon, like I said, directed by Chris Sanders and Dean Dubois, which will direct the sequel, How to Train Your Dragon 2, alone without Chris Sanders. The film was a big hit. Made $217 million in the U.S. and worldwide made $494 million on a budget of $165 million. And it spawned the sequel, How to Train Your Dragon 2, in 2014, last year, which I absolutely love. It's my favorite film of 2014. The TV series called just DreamWorks' Dragons, which I really do enjoy. Looking forward to the third season. It was called I forgot what the title of the third season was called though, but yeah. And then they're planning on for the third How to Train Your Dragon 3, which was going to come out originally in 2017 though, but since it was being released around the same time as Toy Story 4, so they, well, first of all, it was going to come out in 2016, but they were but it was on the same time as the long-awaited sequel Finding Dory, so they couldn't do that, so they moved to 2017, and then since it was next near Toy Story 4, they pushed it again to June 29th, 2018. So I had to wait a little bit longer for the third sequel, but I'm patient. I'm patient. I can wait for it, because besides, how time flies by really fast. You think of it's gonna be a long way right now though, but until the next seconds, it's out already. So time goes by fast. So. But yeah, and both the first film and the sequel was critically acclaimed, huge high ratings on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. How to Train Your Dragon though it has the highest rated DreamWorks animated film from Rotten Tomatoes. This has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's the highest rated DreamWorks animated film on Rotten Tomatoes. And then it also has an 8.2 on IMDb. Very high, and they believe that the sequel has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, and also I believe it was an 8 point something on IMDb as well, The voice cast, I absolutely love the voice cast, Jay Baruchel as Hiccup, who does his voice in pretty much all the sequels and the TV show, Gerard Butler as Stoic, Hiccup's father, the chief of the Vikings, of the village. I love Gerard Butler. He does a good job. Craig Ferguson as Gobber. America Ferrera as Astrid. Christopher Mintz-Plasse as Fish Legs. Jonah Hill as Snotlout. T.J. Miller and Kirsten Wiig both voice as the twins, Tough Nut and Rough Nut. Majority of the voice cast, but also majority of the voice cast come back. The voice in the TV show, except for Gerard Butler, Craig Ferguson, and Jonah Hill and Kirsten Wiig. So, but basically the majority of the cast come back for the TV show, though. But except for those actors for the characters, So yeah. But like I said, I'll briefly tell about the story about, because if you want to see a full detail of the film, just check back on my original movie review, of the film, in which I had the other DVD of this film though, before I sold to get this film. The story is, Hiccup, voiced by Jay Baruchel, he narrates the opening, like he did for the also for the show and the sequel. He tells about he lives on this island, lives in this place called Berk. There are a bunch of Vikings, and they're always at war with dragons, always stealing their food and stuff. Hiccup, he wants to be a Viking, but his father and everybody else says he can't. He doesn't know what it takes to be a Viking. And they get attacks from different kinds of dragons. One's a deadly Natter, one's a Gronkle, one's a monstrous Nightmare, and a two-headed dragon called a Zibbleback. But of course there's only one dragon that no one has ever hardly seen, which is the Night Fury. And Hiccup has his invention, throws those I forget what you call it. It's a heavy metal attached to rope. Forget what it's called though. But he does take out the Night Fury, but nobody doesn't believe him though. Until later on the day the next day he tracks down and finds it still tangled up in the ropes, but he wants to kill it, but he doesn't. So he lets it go, and he also gets put into a dragon train with all the other kids, to learn how to train on how to kill a dragon, the tactics and strategies how to defeat a dragon. So, of course, he's been seeing the Night Fury, which now he names Toothless. Both of them start bonding together, and the part of the half of Toothless's tail has been missing due to when he got shot down. So Hiccup makes a makeshift harness so he can ride on him, fly, helps him fly. And Astrid, he keeps getting suspicious because how he keeps on leaving early after the class, until one day he gets caught in, which I thought was a lot funny. I thought was funny, which I said in my other review. She sees him and Hiccup's like, Astrid, toothless, you know. And she goes and runs off, and she goes, and Hiccup goes, da da da, we're dead. But they catch him, Astrid, and just wants to show him that he's harmless and how what fly. Of course, the Toothless didn't like her, but does like her, you know. And they both follow all these other dragons, you know, to the lair, which they've been taking all of their food, you know, dropping into this big pit, which is really enough. The reason why they've been stealing the food is to feed this one giant, this big giant dragon called the Red Death, which later they named it in the show they named it the Red Death. So that's the reason why they've been stealing the food. So, but this is the dragon nest that his father's been looking for, you know, but he wants to keep it a secret because they want to hurt Toothless, you know. And comes the day because he found all his ways to. They think he has a way with dragons, you know, how the way he's like, you know, the different ways, but there comes the day that the times he finally gets to kill a dragon, he doesn't want to. Toothless tries to protect him, but he gets captured by Stoic, you know. So they use him to find the dragon's nest where Toothless has been left behind and the others, you know. But Astrid persuades him to help him to go and help him. So they have the other dragons that they have captive, you know, which is the dragons they ride in later on, you know. So they use those to fly over to the nest, you know, which Stoic thought as the dragons fly out of the cave, they thought it was over, but no, the Red Death comes out, starts attacking them, and then Stoic sees the kids riding on the other dragons, you know. So Hiccup frees Toothless, you know. They both have a battle between them and the Red Death. They fly into the sky, and which is the advantage is because it's dark up in the sky, the dark clouds. So because Toothless can blend in, you know, because he's dark, you know. He starts firing at him, and when they start skydiving down to the ground, the Red Death thought that he has a perfect attitude to shoot his flames until Toothless quickly turns around and shoots when he's about to fire and causes him. When he hits the ground, he explodes, you know. But Hiccup gets knocked off of Toothless, and Toothless wraps him up in his wings, though. But of course, Hiccup ends up losing his left leg, you know. So Gobbler puts a prosthetic leg on him, and now because of him, the Vikings and the dragons have come together, you know, as for peace, you know, and everyone has a dragon, you know, and it's basically, and it ends with them riding on their dragons, and that's it, you know. So yeah, this is not that long. I just quickly went through it because if you want to see a more thorough review, just check out back on my my original movie review of this film, you know. I always like to just revisit films that come out on the days they've been re-released, you know. So yeah, this is my revisit of How to Train Your Dragon. Still absolutely love it, you know. This, I'd say, one of the best DreamWorks animations with this and Monsters vs. Aliens, you know. I know I enjoyed other DreamWorks animated films though, but yeah. And plus I will not do I already did a revisit movie review of Monsters vs. Aliens, so I won't be doing that because I already did a revisit movie review. So, but I will for tomorrow. I will be rewatching again because I just like I said, I like rewatching stuff on the days that the anniversary days that they've been released, you know. So yeah. But if anyone still hasn't seen How to Train Your Dragon, go check it out, you know. And in the sequel, in How to Train Your Dragon 2, loads of fun. It's still my favorite film of 2014, you know. Both of them are really great, you know. But yeah, and I also one day, for the next 10 years, I will look forward to seeing How to Train Your Dragon 3, and I think they said that it's gonna be the last chapter in the series, you know. Oh well. Although personally, I would love to see more and more sequels of this film, you know. But I'm also looking forward to seeing the third season of the TV show of Dragons, you know. So yeah, I'm glad the crew was critically acclaimed. I'm glad it was a box office hit. I'm glad the voice cast did a good job, you know. They still do. The score, I enjoyed the score by John Powell for the first film, and as he did for the second film. This for the first film was on for is on for 98 minutes, but it goes at a good pace, you know. Um, so yeah. Well, also of course, so the first film, it was nominated for Academy Award for Best Animated Feature and for Best Original Score though, but it didn't win either. But it didn't win either though, which sadly though. But the movie did win 10 Annie Awards, including for Best Animated Feature, which is a good thing, you know. And of course, like I said, the sequel, probably said in my the awards videos, the sequel won the Golden Globe for Best Animated Feature, which is good, you know. So yeah, this is my my revisit of How to Train Your Dragon, and just like I said, check back on my original movie review of this film. Get more deeper into the story. I just went through it really quickly, you know, because this is just a revisit movie review, you know. So yeah, thanks for watching, and like I said, on tomorrow, DreamWorks' Home comes out, you know. I'll look forward to seeing that, and also tomorrow I'll be watching, I'll be rewatching, where is it, Monsters vs. Aliens as well, which also came out on March 27th, 2009, 6 years, you know. Between those two films, I can't believe it's been 6 years for that film and 5 years for this film, since both of these films came out in theaters, you know. Can't believe that, like I said, time flies by really fast, you know. And also tomorrow, and also one thing, tomorrow I'll also be uploading another video that I made, you know. And hopefully a lot of people will like it, because it's, I did like, well, how should I say it? Well, you know tomorrow what it is though. But I made another video, but I'll upload that tomorrow as well. So yeah, But that's my review for How to Train Your Dragon Revisit movie review. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next movie review later.